we're at MAESTRO Boxing Gym here in the Bronx. How are you today,
Very good.
Thank you for having us down here.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your gym? What goes on here?
Well, basically, MAESTRO Boxing Gym is a local gym. We've been around for 23 years now. We was founded in 2003. And because high rent and all that, and everything that's going on, we have been forced to move a few times. But what we hear, and basically we are a unique boxing gym, because not only we do boxing, but we do a lot of things for the community. Besides the boxing, we do cultural activities, educational activities. We do like bowling boxing program for young mothers, and they don't have parents and they have young kids, and we also teach them how to defend themselves.
Okay, so you have self-defense.
Self-defense. Besides boxing.
Okay.
Of course, in the boxing, we have produced many champions in the Golden Gloves, going back to 2003. We have around 8-10 champions and also sub-champions, junior metro champions on all different tournaments. Because not only we compete with the people in New York, but we also have like teams that come from Puerto Rico like every year. Okay. Or we go to Puerto Rico and compete. And so we're very active. It's like an after-school program. Okay. A lot of kids that we get here, they can't afford to go to the gym because they are strictly more boxing and strictly more money to pay. And for example, I got kids here that they are autistic. Okay. And basically, a lot of people don't want to deal with autistic kids.
Different kind of situation.
Yes. Right. You have to be very patient with that.
That was what I was going to say. Patience.
Correct. Yes. So we do. We have that, and like for example, in the winter, and you know we're talking about winter right now. Yes. There's many people out there that they need one clothes. So we always do that. We collect clothes with their coats, sweaters, hats, shoes, pants, and we take care of this community on that. Also food. Okay. People that are hungry, they need to eat. So I have a couple of providers that they bring me food and we give out food. And also, like for example, we celebrate the Three Kings Day as Latin American Caribbean in January. So we also do events for them where we give them toys, we give them food, and we present music dance from our countries.
So you have a lot of different reasons to come down to your gym.
Correct.
Serving the community, not just for boxing, but also for public service.
Correct.
Outstanding. That's very good. So tell me, Ponce, what ages are kids and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, come here? What's the age range?
6 and up. 6 years old and up. Most of our kids are teenagers, and they come after school. And we have also like a lot of people in their 20s. Those are the guys or girls that are in the competition. And now it's not the Golden Gloves like before. Now they call it the Masters. And so they have a lot of fun. We have people enrolled there. But we also have seniors that come at any time in the evenings just to use the treadmill, hit the back a little bit. Yeah. And also relax from the stress that goes on. Not only in your house, but the whole city. Sure. You know, full of stress. When people come here, we get also a lot of ex-champions, ex-professional boxers that they come here like maybe once or twice a week, and they work out and they talk to the children. Okay. And that's the whole idea, that they could mingle with the children, and the children will learn their history. Sure. And some of these people, they represented us in many tournaments. With the Golden Gloves or all the tournaments back in the days.
And also AAU, I believe.
Yes.
Another question for you, Ponce. What are the different types of boxing disciplines that you teach or you have instructors?
Well, right now I have like most of my instructors. Some of them they work say hardcore
Right.
boxing, because
Right.
back in the days, you
Right.
know,
Boxing
gyms
different then.
was different. You know, these gyms now, you know, a lot of AC,
Right.
you know, people want to be cool,
Right.
or they can't stand the heat and all that.
Okay.
So we are in between there.
So you're like almost old school?
Yeah,
and
it's
new
old
school.
school. Correct. And now what I see in boxing right now is boxing is still a business.
Yeah.
It's not a sport like before. But I see that boxing more now is like more for self-defense.
Yes.
Because the boxing is not in top like it used to be before. Yes, we have professional champions and there's a lot of money going on, but there's not too many gyms like before.
Okay.
We don't have all the opportunity that probably we had before. We're in the gym around this. I'm talking here.
Okay.
I've been in this community for 55 years. I came from Puerto Rico when I was 15. And basically like all around, we had gyms.
Yeah.
All over, Manchester Avenue, Sunday Boulevard, 149th Street,
Okay.
down this side, Morris Park.
So when you say there's not gyms around like there used to be, where are most of your, let's say, boxing students coming from? Are they almost all from the Bronx, or they come from the other boroughs?
Most of them are from the Bronx.
Okay.
Most of them are from the Bronx. Most of them are from this neighborhood.
Okay.
Most of them come from families that the parents used to be boxers.
Okay.
And they're looking, number one, for the children to be safe.
Okay.
That's number one. That they have good trainers. And the other thing is the financial part. You know, there's gonna be families that might have maybe 2 or 3 children that they might be interested. Not that they're gonna be boxing, but they want to learn. Some of them because probably they are going to the army, they're going to the police, they're going to the Navy, and they need to prepare themselves.
Yeah, handle the business.
Correct. So some of them they come just for a few months, but they learn the basics.
Okay.
And but the financial part also plays a big part. A lot of families can have.
Give us a rough idea. I know it depends on how long they are here for training and everything else, but if they started from scratch, didn't know anything about boxing, what's the ballpark figure it would cost over, say, what time frame does it take for them to just have the basics in boxing? A month, 2 months, 3 months?
I would say between a month and 2 months.
Okay.
Some of them, if they come like from families,
Right.
that they went to boxing,
They can start.
yeah, they get a jump start because probably the parents are teaching them a little bit in the house. But especially the younger you are,
Right.
and then if you come here like we open Mondays to Fridays.
Okay.
If they come at least 3 or 4 times in a month,
Yes.
they'll be ready to go to the ring and start.
Okay, within a month.
Within
They
a
come
month.
3 times a week.
Correct.
Okay. What's the different categories of weight classes? From what weight class to what weight class?
We got all different weights.
Okay.
But most of the kids now that we have here,
Right.
they are like between 1 and
Well,
130.
flyweight.
Yeah,
Bantamweight.
right. Most of them.
Right.
We have a couple of heavyweights. Because heavyweights at this time they're hard to get. But most of them they range between the 110,
Right.
a lot of 140s,
Okay.
147.
About my size.
Okay. Correct.
Where do you train here? What's an average training session like? If you just walk through the door starting from scratch, first thing they do, what does the boxer do when they come in?
Well, first of all, on the little kids, like 6 years old, 7, 8, when they come in, I like them to have them here at least 1 hour a day.
Okay.
At least. They could come 5 days and they could do an hour at least. They could do a little bit more. And as the time goes by, like in the second month, they're able to stay an hour and a half. Depending on the skills, some of them are here because they're obesity. Because they got to lose weight, very young kids. We try to teach them, there's something that they should not be eating, like McDonald's, and that. So we teach them, so we always make sure that they're trying to take their weight and they could see with them how they develop it. Most of the trainers, they work with them. Okay. They really get into the ring with them, we move with them. Like when it's nice outside, they run outside with them. So we do all those things. As we see the skills, And depending on the age, then we develop them to go into the different tournaments, starting with the junior metros, junior Olympics, the golden on the masters now, the remasters, and also the New York City metros.
Okay. What's the hardest part about boxing and training someone? Say this right. What's the hardest? What's the easiest?
To me, always is sacrifice. Sacrifice. You have to really want it. For some days you might be up like, I want to go to the gym. You must be more time that you say, I don't want to go to the gym. I'm tired and you're sore. So you gotta make it. You gotta push yourself with dedication. Maybe you stay away from a couple of exercises that were too hard, but you still could do like a treadmill, you probably could do jump rope, you still could do a around the ring, you have to use the ring, all those things. For sparring, a lot of times people don't know how to do the sparring. You might go to a guy that has more experience, a guy that likes to rumble, and you don't want to do that. So those are the things, and with the dedication. That's the hard part.
What's the easiest thing, if there's anything easy in boxing?
It's just the easiest thing is when people say no. I'm not going to the gym. No, I'm not going to train. But I say that it's not easy. It's a little difficult. Like the jumping rope. It's not easy. With the speed back.
Right.
Those are things they look easy. They might be some of the easiest things, but it takes dedication. You gotta keep doing it. Practice every day until you get it.
Another question. Shadow boxing. Tell me a little bit about shadow boxing.
Put it into but shadow boxing is, you think that you're fighting. You think that you're fighting with somebody. If the person is coming at you, when you're gonna move, you're gonna move to the left, you're gonna move to the right, you do your job. And somebody, for example, yesterday said, I do the job because everybody does the job, but the job is the one that opens up to everything. You'll keep your boxer at a distance and all that, and you decide when it's the right time to throw the right, whatever. That's number one thing that you learn. How to do your job and how to keep your hands up.
Now, you mentioned something about the jab. Is there an advantage being a southpaw versus a normal righty?
Southpaws, a lot of people don't want to fight southpaw. They find it more difficult, especially like you find in history like Hector Macho. He was difficult. We encourage guys like that. They were difficult to get hit. They be fighting one stand and the natural leftists or whatever, and they turn and whatever. Very hard.
So you had to pick your top five boxers that you like. Okay, can you name them for me? In the weight category. Yeah. And to me, it might be amazing to all the people, but the greatest have to be Muhammad. Taking consideration of right.
And the years that he's lost.
Best for you. Okay.
Number two, I have Wilfredo Gomez from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Gomez. Because he made a record of 17 defenses of his title, all 17 by knockouts.
Okay.
And then we have Wilfred Gomez and Wilfred Benitez that grew up here and was born here in the Bronx Rising. That's number three. Another one of my favorites, Marvin Hagler.
Oh, yes.
Hagler, very good boxer, in and out. Then after that, there's many others, but I love Alexis Arguello, Roberto Duran, and Aaron Pryor.
Oh, yes. Crawford.
Yes, fighter. I think he's fighting good.
Okay.
I think he's still young. He's still got a lot of things that he can do. And the money's out there. And people gonna try to fight with him because he's not bring a lot of money.
Okay.
But he's a very good fighter.
How would you describe his boxing skills?
Outstanding. Great. He just just made a great fight now, you know, in Canelo, and basically he proved to the world that he's one of the best, not the best.
How difficult is it to move up in weight class like he did, different weight classes for anybody, and be successful?
I think he proved to the world that he could have it. To move on weight is not to everybody's advantage. We have a lot of good boxers that when they try, they lost because the people need that necessity to move up, like back in the days. I don't know exactly the weight now, but back in the day to move up 3 or 4 pounds, and it was easy. And it wasn't, you know, most of those time breaks they lost.
Okay, I got 2 questions for you before we take it to it. When I mention the boxing name, tell me the first words that come to mind. George Foreman.
Very good fighter.
Even when he came back the second time, the first time was better or the second time?
I think the second time was better.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, that's very very dangerous.
If Mike Tyson and George Foreman had a fight, who would you put your money on?
Mike Tyson. That street was renamed or calling after him a few years ago. Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hurst, Macho Camacho, Edwin Chapo Rosario. We got Jose Cheguy Torres, Hall of Famer. And on this side, you have some of the jerseys or shirts from different professional fighters that passed through here, including Lefty Rodriguez, one of our North American champions. You have Agapito Sanchez from Dominican Republic, a WBO champion that was killed in Dominican Republic by the police. You see some of our awards from boxing, pictures of everybody that passed through here, like Miguel Cotto, Ivan Calderon, Emil Griffin, Ram Barkley, Saul Mambi, Cheguy Torres, and all different fighters. This is our wall of meeting, and they used to come and train here too, like Aaron Barkley, Sir Torres, we had John Molina, Carlos Ortiz, a Hall of Famer, champion, Saul Mambi, Emil Griffin, Edwin Viruet, Danny Garcia from Philadelphia. So this is basically part of our history. This lady here, her name is Blanca Canales. She was a commander in the 1950 revolution in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is basically a colony of the United States. So there was a revolution that took place in 1950. And she was a commander. Pedro Albizu Campos, the first Puerto Rican, graduated from Harvard University. That the name MAESTRO, that's why he's dedicated to it. We got Alfonso Schomburg on top there, right? Puerto Rican descendant and a great leader in the civil rights movement in New York City. And in the bottom and same here, these are Taino Indians in Puerto Rico and the Caribbean. On top there, you see Ramon Emeterio Betances, which it's a lot of buildings and schools and dedicated to him in New York City because he was the leader to free the slaves in Puerto Rico and the Caribbean back in the 1860s. And in here you see basically, like I said before, the symbols of the Taino Indians in Puerto Rico. Like Lefty Rodriguez that I showed you the jersey there.
Okay.
Lefty Rodriguez was a champion, North American champion. And this one, Javier Montserrat, he's a trainer and he was a 2-time Golden Glove champion, professional fighter. Natalie Pacheco, Golden Gloves. This is one of our coaches that just passed about 2 months ago. Edwin Indio Quiñones. This is Ali Conde. He's supposed to be signing professional soon. He's under his training, you know. And some of the guys have been champions, different Golden Gloves and all that.
No, please, let's see a poker game. But you kind of proved me wrong with Horace when it troubles, so hopefully we can Again, it's a challenge. Another match, Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu versus Cody.
Y después se hace frío, ay, ay, Dios mío, está eso.
Go ahead. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Uppercut. 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 1, 2. 1, 2. 2 jab. Up. 2 jab. Up. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Move. Go ahead. 1, 2. Good. Move. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 jab. Up. 2 jab. Go ahead. There you go. Go ahead. Uppercut. Uppercut. Go ahead. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Left, right, left. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Under. 1, 2, 3. Under. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2. Yeah. Good. Walk. Move. Good. Good. Down your head. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. 1, 2. Uppercut. There you go. Go ahead. Uppercut. Good. Go ahead. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2 jab. 2 jab. 2 jab. Go ahead. Move.